Welcome to Narrowing the Divide. I'm your host, Dan Woerheide. You may have noticed some changes if you're already familiar with the show and the few episodes which I'd previously released. And if you're not new here, I'm sorry, if you are new here, then I hope this introduction gives you some insight into the content here and my journey along the way. While this show may be new, I had previously created content before taking a bit of a break from podcasting overall. I wanted to start my show. If I could learn to speak, I might become a better podcaster. I wanted to start the show back up. But as I did, I started to quickly realize that I wanted to focus on something slightly different. I wanted to shift, and it no longer made sense to keep the previous show and just continue to build on what was there, which is what I had started to do. You can find those previous conversations in the archives if you just search for the Pro Growth Podcast. That podcast has a ton of great conversations with some great people, some solo episodes, and a mix of episodes with a co-host who I still believe was one of the greatest co-hosts out there. Had a really good time creating that content. And then life happened. I chose to take a break from the podcast altogether and from some of the business efforts that I was involved in at the time. But I'm proud to say that I'm back. There's a new focus, there's a new energy, and some new ideas around the content that I wanted to create here. So I'm not new to the world of podcasting, but I am still definitely learning and growing, always seeking out new learning opportunities and new challenges. Life is about the journey. I once heard Gary Vaynerchuk say something that intrigued me. Everyone's out there showing you their final product. Everybody's publishing their best content. And there's many people striving to achieve that same level of content, and it's preventing them from publishing. So he also said that not enough people are documenting the journey. And here I am. That resonated with me. I wanted to enjoy what I recognized was I wanted to be able to enjoy simply the process of creating this podcast or any content for that matter. I want to be able to enjoy it, to have the conversations I'd most like to have, and to share the things that I am passionate about or that I've learned along the way, as well as the things that are of interest to me. I have a variety of interests, and I hope that you'll see some of those along the way. One of my coaches recently shared with me that there's really two primary, and there's probably more, but really two primary approaches in his views to creating content. The first view is one many people take, and it's about solving a particular problem. It's a content for a particular type of person or a person who has a particular problem or pain point. And it's very intentional, very focused, and works very well. You know, you can find podcasts on all kinds of topics that may be helping you to learn something specific about your business or about changing something in your life. You know, you can go to an online marketing podcast and learn about email marketing. You can learn about, sales funnels and all kinds of great resources. But then there's one more approach he suggested that it is in existence, and it really resonated with me as well. And it's content that I'm creating for me that I'd like to share with you. So what's the premise of this podcast, and what do I hope to achieve? I think I've already shared a little bit and given you some insights into some of that, but I want to address the rest of it. This show is about narrowing the division between our current perceptions and, reality. And those perceptions might be perceptions that are holding us back from all of the possibilities that exist in the world. Those are the types of conversations I want to have. It's also about sharing my journey with you, as I mentioned, as I continue to learn and grow while growing my business and enhancing my own experiences and my own knowledge. I hope to bring you conversations that challenge your way of thinking, that enhance your personal and or your professional growth, and much more as I dive into a variety of topics that align, again, with my interests and my passions that I also want to share with you. So it's definitely more than just a business or entrepreneurship podcast. It's about my journey, my growth, the things I enjoy learning, which I hope also benefits you. Who's this for? The conversations here, as I mentioned, are going to vary greatly. But if you're an online marketer, a coach, a podcaster, you're interested in entrepreneurship at all, or you just have a desire to learn about different things, I hope that this content will help you achieve some of that. I believe as entrepreneurs, we should all be constantly learning, and I'm passionate about connecting with and inspiring others. I love to learn from other people about what they enjoy and how they're serving other people. And I believe that the process of lifelong learning should not be limited to one theme of content. So here I am. That's what you'll find in the upcoming episodes, though the intro that's currently there, again, these episodes I've previously published under a different brand, and I've decided to shift that, create a brand new show for you. And so some of those episodes that exist were already recorded. I'm not going back and changing the intros, y'all. I am just going to keep going, keep building, keep growing, keep learning. So you'll hear the intro there. I'm going to work on creating a new intro, but I wanted to get this introduction episode out to give you an idea about the content that you might find here. The premise will remain the same from the intro you might hear. It's about improving yourself, your lifestyle, your business, and or your income. If you want to create something new in the world, but your current perceptions may be preventing you from seeing all the possibilities that exist, then I hope you can gain new insights from these conversations. I hope that gives you some idea on the premise of this show. And along the way, you'll hear more about who I am as a father, as a veteran, as an entrepreneur, a coach with a wide array of interests and passions. I look forward to having these interviews and for creating solo content along the way to share some of the ideas, some of the lessons, and some of the knowledge and experiences that I've gained in my own journey. Thank you for tuning in. By the way, if you know someone who has a particular experience or expertise in an area that you're excited about, I'd love for you to share that with me. If you know someone who has experience and expertise in a topic that may be deemed divisive, I would love to be able to have a conversation and learn how we can view the world differently. And I'd love to know who they are. And if that's you, I'd just love you to reach out to me and share that with me. I'd love to schedule a call with you. I'm excited to continue to challenge myself and to learn along the way. So you can do that. If you email me, you can email me at dan@danw.us. You can also visit my podcast page, podcast.danw.us, and leave me a voicemail. If you have a question or you want to hear about a particular topic, that's a great way to tell me about it. And if your question is something that I can bring a guest on to address, or I can address it myself, I definitely will, with your permission, play that content in an upcoming episode. So yeah, I love that feature. By the way, I use Podpage. I have an affiliate link. If you'd like that, I'm happy to share it with you. But I just wanted to share it as a valuable resource for you. Podpage is a great hosting site for curating all of your podcast content, publishing videos, publishing blogs, etc. I don't do all of that. I certainly don't utilize all of the features available, but one that I really like is the streamlined process for guest intake. I can send a potential guest a booking link that will take them to fill out their profile, upload their picture, and then it will follow through with taking them to the scheduling page. It's that easy. They sign an agreement, all done right there, super simple. And it's not very expensive. So again, if you want the affiliate link, I certainly appreciate that, but it's not a requirement. simply sharing a resource, you can reach out to me, Dan, at danw.us. And if you're wanting to know more about what it looks like to work with me directly as a coach or as part of my recently recently launched mastermind, you can visit my website at danw.us. So until next time, I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to hit that follow or subscribe button. And if you found something valuable in one of these upcoming episodes, I hope that you'll share that with a friend. Take care.